Welcome back to another episode of Opinions Are Like Buttholes, Mine's Better Than Yours. This is day 13 of 30 days of OALBMBTY, and today we're looking at 2010s horror movies. We're doing decades of horror movies over the next 6 days, so let me know your favorite 2010s horror movie in the comments. So I want to start things off with what is, I think, the best theater-going experience I've ever had. In 2018, on opening night, before all the hype was built up around Hereditary, my buddy Kyle and I, Quirkmaster General here on TikTok, went to see it opening night, only had the trailers to go off of, and like hype built up. That movie fucked us up. It's one of those movies that has become overhyped in the sense that like people just talk about it so much and talk about how scary it was or this or that. So people go into it and they're like, this wasn't that bad. And I understand, and it's hard to balance that. But Hereditary on opening night, you don't know what's about to happen. Like people ran out of our theater crying. Actually, like I know that sounds like a thing you just say, but we were there. We experienced it. The movie is so wild, and it makes a lot of interesting choices, plus incredible performances. I don't know what to say about it that hasn't already been said. On the opposite end of the spectrum, one of my favorite horror movies of all time, not even just of the decade, is Cabin in the Woods. It's perfect satire on the horror genre as a whole. It's super funny, really poignant, and it really pokes a lot of fun at my favorite kinds of horror movies, which are all the schlocky kind of B horror movies. If you haven't seen it, you really should. If you're not a big horror person, you'll probably still have a good time. It's a little scary, but it's like, I mean, it's Cabin in the Woods scary. It's like that kind of campy scary, you know? If you don't know what's going on in this movie, don't look anything up. Go in blind. In the second half of the movie, you're just going to have a good time, I promise. And then finally, this movie was mentioned in yesterday's episode, but I want to highlight the 2018 remake of Suspiria. This was actually directed by Luca Guadagnino. I don't know if that's how you say his name. The guy who directed Call Me By Your Name, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. But this movie is so weird. And the movie it's a remake of is also so weird. But it's about witches and dance, and it's got such beautiful cinematography. The horror is so weird. It's a dreary movie. It just kind of like moseys along. And it's one that not everyone's going to like. And I'm not going to recommend it just anybody. But goddamn, this movie rips. Let me know your favorite 2010s horror movie in the comments.